Good morning, beloveds, and welcome to, I guess, the first week. It feels like everybody's turning up for 2018, turning up to their businesses, turning up to their passions, giving themselves some opportunity to start creating. And what better time than to jump into my first free training of 2018. It's happening this week on Thursday at 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. But I want to begin by talking more broadly. I want to begin by talking about the problem of intuition and the way that we discuss intuition in our culture, in spiritual conversations right now, and how lacking it is. Every single conversation we are having about intuition is wrong. We are starting at the wrong place. We're talking about the trinkets and the superstitions of the new age. We're talking about oracle cards or crystals or how to activate this particular chakra, or which is the wrong chakra, by the way. We're looking at the superficiality of intuition. We're not looking at what intuition actually is. And the place that we should begin with the conversation about intuition is with this question. Do I know that I am pure, unlimited consciousness? And unless the answer to that question is yes, and more importantly, unless you're living in accordance with that yes, then you are having the wrong conversation about intuition. And I want to change that right now. I want to begin to introduce the world, and it's been the Institute's mission since its inception in 2014. I want to change people's minds about what intuition is. If you know anything about me, you'll know I'll talk a lot about this idea of intuitive intelligence. And for me, this is the next step on from intuition. Intuition is our innate sixth sense. We all have it. The main problem with that is that we are not raised in a world that allows us to know that as our truth. But intuition in and of itself is nothing. We all have the capacity to learn another language, but not all of us are going to do that. Until we work the muscle of our intuition and apply the heat of what I call spiritual fierceness, we do not develop intuitive intelligence. And that is what we need in order to turn our sixth sense into our spiritual superpower. So what is intuitive intelligence? Well, intuitive intelligence is going beyond knowing that I am a sixth sensory, that I receive my intuition. Most of us in spiritual circles will go, yep, I'm completely comfortable with that idea. We'll talk about it as our gut. I have a gut instinct. I have a feeling about this. We're very comfortable with the idea that we have intuition. But we're not living from it. And we're not living from it for one good reason. We are absolutely terrified of it. What if our intuition leads us somewhere that we don't have on our vision board? What if our intuition is guiding us to end a marriage or change a job or stop eating a particular kind of food that we're addicted to? Intuition is the infinite cosmos speaking to us. Intuition is the language of the universe. Intuition is the innate intuitive intelligence of the universe that is always in communion with us. And our problem is that we don't trust it. So intuitive intelligence is going beyond knowing that I have intuition to learning how to trust and then live from that intuition. We cannot be led astray when we live from that place, because that place is God or infinite consciousness whispering to us the answer to our lives. So when we're in communion with God, how could we possibly doubt that voice? Well, the reason we doubt it is this. We have not worked the muscle of our intuition. We have not been told that we're intuitive. We are suspicious of our intuition even when we want to be on board with it. This is the thing. Even for spiritual seekers who've said, yes, I devote my life to this thing, we are still terrified of trusting God, of truly handing over our lives to God. And that's very much a cultural paradigm. It's not our fault. It's not because we're bad people. It's because we have not been taught that that is the highest form of intelligence there is. Intuitive intelligence is the highest form of intelligence that you possess. And when you live from your intuitive intelligence, which is a heart-centric intelligence, and we'll talk about the intelligence of the heart in a moment, all the other intelligences in your body, including your cognitive intelligence, your creative intelligence, and your emotional intelligence, increase. So not only does your intuitive intelligence open that hotline to the infinite even more readily, so you know the answers to the question before the question's even uttered, it increases your capacity to see through other people's bullshit, to know the truth of a situation, to be able to access parts of your brain that have been dormant. So you increase your intelligence as well as increasing your capacity to hear God speaking to you. So this is why intuitive intelligence is not just a nice idea. Oh, well, it would be really good if I developed my intuition. I'd be able to know what other people are feeling or thinking. It'd be really nice. No, intuitive intelligence is the highest form of intelligence that you possess. And it does not matter what you do for a living. And it does not matter what you want to create in your life. If you are operating from any other intelligence first, then you are putting the cart before the horse. Because until you recognize that you are one with the infinite consciousness which created you, and that oneness is your superpower, everything you create is being done in the wrong order. We must privilege our intuitive intelligence above all other intelligences. We must not try to attain things in 3D reality at the level of matter and expect them to give us the happiness, the joy, the abundance, the love, the wonder that we're seeking. It's simply not possible to work from the paradigm of matter first. We must work from the paradigm of energy first, physical second. And that is such an important part of everything that I teach as part of the Institute. But it's a vital way, it's a vital shorthand for reminding yourself of how to truly create the life that you want to be living. That if I'm operating from 3D reality first, if I'm trying to make things happen at physical level of matter, then I am simply moving furniture in a burning building. It is all but a dream at this level. And we've gone way down the rabbit hole here, but of course, that's what I love to do. Yes, exactly, mind over matter. But what is that mind? The law of mentalism tells us that all is of the one mind. We are all one with the one mind of God, if that's language that you use, or the infinite consciousness of which we were all created. We are that mind. We're not a smaller part of that mind. We are that mind. If we think about the fractal, when we look at pure maths, what we're being shown is that the part contains the whole, and that if we look to the grain of sand, we can see the mountain within it. We are no less than the mind of God. We are simply playing out one aspect of that mind of God, but we have access to all of the consciousness of the infinite within ourselves right now, because we are that. We are not this individual identity. And so what does that mean in terms of the heart-centric intelligence that I spoke of? Well, the portal or the gateway to your intuitive intelligence is not your third eye, as many people believe, but the heart. The anatomical heart and the energetic heart, the heart chakra, combine to create the largest electromagnetic field of any part of your body. The world that we live in is pure vibration. It isn't matter. It looks like matter because we haven't learnt to look with spiritual sight or with our intuitive intelligence. But it is not solid matter. It is pure energy. And so when we think about it in that term, the part of our body that communes or connects to that infinite one mind most readily is our heart. The heart is precognitive. It knows information from that infinite field prior to the cranial brain, prior to any other part of your body. The other parts of your body have their own intelligence, but they're secondary or third or fourth to the intelligence of the heart. The heart is the part of your body that knows before all other parts of your body know. Your heart knows non-locally. In other words, it does not have to see evidence at the level of the physical in order to know. It is precognitive, and it has a brain of its own. We call it the little brain in the heart, a cluster of 40,000 neural cells, the exact same matter that makes up your physical brain. But your heart receives information from the infinite field of consciousness before any other part of your body, and then it creates or shares that information through that neural superhighway from your heart to your brain. And what will block that communion is fear. So here we get to the heart of everything that I want to teach about intuition, anywhere, anytime, any place. You are already supremely intuitively intelligent. You are already God. You are already one with the one mind of the infinite. I cannot do anything more. No one can do anything more to make you more of that. That is what you are. What I can do, and what I will show you how to do on Thursday if you join me for the Science of Intuition, the free training that I'm offering to kick off 2018, is that there is one block that stops that communion from the heart to the infinite field, from the infinite field back to the heart, and then from the heart to the brain and to the rest of the systems of the body. And that one block is what is preventing you from knowing that you are God, that thinking like the universe, from knowing that you are the cosmos made manifest in physical matter for this short, brief time, but you are no less able to commune with the infinite. And I want to teach you what that block is and want to show you how to clear it. So please join me this Thursday, 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Register even if you can't attend live, because we will send out the recording. This information is too important and too powerful, and every spiritual seeker must possess it. And until we do, all of our spiritual seeking is built on a faulty foundation, because until this block is removed, we simply cannot know the truth of what we are. Everything else is just trinkets and superstitions that we're trying to use to avoid looking at this block. We cannot avoid it. We must go there. We must go and meet this thing. Luckily, I am going to share with you the tools that will allow you to meet and clear the block to you knowing that you are the infinite intelligence of the cosmos. And I'm so freaking excited. So please come and join me. My favorite thing in the entire world is to teach this one thing. And this webinar is designed to equip you with the most incredible tool to allow you to go and meet this block, to meet your own intuition, your own intuitive intelligence, and to never even have to ask a question. You will simply know in every moment what right action is. Where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be doing? And all of that which has been preventing that creative life force, that energy pumping through you, will be removed. I would love for you to join me this Thursday. I'll share the link as soon as I finish, and please register. As I said, even if you can't make it, we'll send out the recording, and we're going to have the most incredible time. I love these free live trainings. They're often really, really fun. They're hard, they're fast, they're only 30 minutes of your time, so you can do this on your lunch break, or you can watch back later at another time. But of course, there'll be some amazing epic bonuses for those of you who can join me live, because of course we are getting ready to launch the next round of the Initiate program, my 12-week program to fully scaffold you and support you to become initiated into the laws of the cosmos. These three immutable laws are not the laws that you know of, and they're not what are taught. These are the Hermetic laws. They're ancient. They've been handed down over thousands of years. And when you're initiated into these laws, suddenly intuition makes sense. Suddenly spiritual seeking makes sense. Suddenly the world makes sense. So please don't miss this incredible opportunity to get a preview of that 12-week program and get some incredible tools. Those 30 minutes will change your life. Have the most beautiful day.